Today on Work Smarter, Not Harder, we're working on a 2006 Toyota Sienna. I had to switch out the pump, so I did the easy thing. I cut a hole in it, access port. It was pretty easy. I already basically switched out everything, switched out the pump. But what I'm going to teach you today is how I got this perfectly rectangular shape to pull this out. Okay, I used the grinder. Very carefully and very slowly, you're going to have to cut with the grinder. That way you don't snip these wires. You have to be very careful with these wires. And then you have a fuel line, of course. You hit this fuel line with the grinder, you're going to cause a fire. If you don't think you could do this, don't do it. But if you think you can take your time and be slow about it, then go for it. All right? And I'm going to show you the measurements to show you how I got to this point. From the outside of this to this point, it is 10 inches. Okay? So I cut a hole here 10 inches away from the door side. And then after I cut 10 inches, you see this plastic where the chairs go? Yeah. I went about 2 inches in. 2 inches in. And then I cut all the way down. I guarantee you it's 2 inches. It's just the carpet's pushing against it. 2 inches in. So I cut one at 2. I cut one over here at about 8 inches, we'll say. And over here, my cuts were let me show you. Let me get it exact. So we got a cut at 10 inches. And then a cut over here at 18 and a half. So 18 and a half inches and 10 inches. Cut basically around right here. Pulled up the flap. So once I'm done, I'm going to pull this flap down. I'm going to seal it around. Probably put a little bit of JB weld on the corners. Make sure it's nice and tight. Anyways, the chair's going on top of this, so it's not going to make a big difference.